Hey, my name is Kara. I'm an ultrasound tech, and let's talk today about another finding in the second trimester anatomy scan that we could potentially see on baby that is technically considered abnormal, but usually amounts to nothing in the absence of any other abnormalities. And if you want to know about the other two that are seen in the second trimester that usually amount to nothing, please check out my other videos. And if you guys want to be part of a supportive community of expectant as well as current moms, please check out the link in my bio. I did create a group for us to be able to chat and have support, and also for me to answer your guys' questions without having a character limit like I have to deal with on TikTok here. Anyways, this video is going to be about choroid plexus cysts or a choroid plexus cyst if there is only one of them seen in baby's brain. I thought, as usual, it would be helpful for us to take a look at some pictures. So up here is going to be a normal baby, and over here is going to be a baby with a choroid plexus cyst. So the choroid plexus is a structure in baby's brain. There's actually two choroid plexus in baby's brain. Okay, I thought I would just get closer to make it more obvious, but this is a choroid plexus here as well as this is a choroid plexus here. These two structures in baby's brain are going to be responsible for making spinal fluid for baby. How this spinal fluid actually gets out into baby's body is going to be through finger-like projections. Now, these projections sometimes get blockages in them, which then cause dilations, and we can see this dilation as some cystic structures in these choroid plexuses here. So I know it sounds really scary to say, okay, well, baby has a backup of fluid in the brain. But again, in the absence of anything else, this is going to be resolved in the third trimester for the vast majority of cases. And if there is no other abnormality seen, we are not going to have any sort of negative implications for the pregnancy or for baby going forward after birth. And now let's look at the abnormal, or technically abnormal, choroid plexus cyst picture. So this dark area, that circular area that's pointing to choroid plexus cyst in the choroid plexus of baby's brain, this is what we are talking about for this video. So as I said before, this choroid plexus, so this whole kind of big gray area, is responsible for making spinal fluid. So therefore, if there is a blockage in the way that the fluid actually gets out into baby, then it will go ahead and accumulate into that dark area, into the brain, and it can be anywhere along the choroid plexus, but it is just showing up in the back part of it for this picture here. And fluid on ultrasound is going to show up as anechoic, or really, really dark. And that is why it looks like that big dark circle in the choroid plexus, because this is the spinal fluid that is just getting backed up and not actually getting out in that certain area. If this is something that is seen on baby in the second trimester, we are going to do a follow-up in the third trimester for most cases, just to ensure that there is resolution of these cysts. Again, for the majority of cases, they do go away in the third trimester, and in the absence of any other abnormal finding, this is going to be a normal, healthy pregnancy. Nothing else is going to come of it. And unless there is other soft markers or other abnormalities present, there isn't going to be a further follow-up or workup in like the extensive sense. And unless you have tested positive or a higher risk for a chromosomal abnormality like trisomy 18, again, it is not going to be concerning to your doctor. And if anything, we'll just see you in the third trimester just to make sure that they have resolved on their own, which most of the time they do. And we do not see these again in the third trimester.